name is Jonathan Herrera. I'm the Director of Marketing for APS, also known as Access Professional Systems. So APS has been in business for about 45 years. Started out as actually a residential garage door installation company and has essentially transformed from a residential garage door company into very much a B2B commercial enterprise solutions organization. As a marketer, I want to be able to track everything all the way through the business, good or bad. Once I found out the CallRail story, I said, come on, let's go. Like, there's just no reason why we can't do this. So fell in love with the sort of the origin story, and sort of ever since then, have always just fell in love with the platform, fell in love with what it does. And for us, we found value literally within 24 hours, right? We were getting phone calls just organically from our website, from our Google My Business page. And to be honest, just having, a 95% plus sort of, transcription rate and sort of what was being said. I could sort of tag those phone calls how I wanted to. I could listen to the ones that I wanted to. I could prioritize sort of what we did with them. I could track them. I've spent millions in my life on marketing stuff, just stuff. Right? Platforms, ads, billboards, whatever. I said, but probably the best $100 I've spent in 10 to 15 years was with CallRail. So the two products that we use are call tracking and conversation intelligence. So conversation intelligence is for me much bigger than just tagging phone calls that come through as parking or new customer or return customer, because that'll also help me just listen to like what somebody else is saying to themselves when we put them on hold and they're listening to our on hold message. They're like, oh really, they've been in business for that long? Like, that to me is like, now I'm getting good customer insight into content that we're putting out, because there's some times where they're like, there's no way they've been in business that long. Like I said, it goes well beyond just, sort of AI tagging and listening, and more for like me from a business perspective, like taking the time to listen to 1 out of 10 and to grab something, because literally every week I learn something new about our business that from the customer's perspective, I can't be on every one of those phone calls, but the fact that I can listen to all of them is just as good. I think it's nice, not only from a data perspective, but also I really like the way you guys have laid it out, right? It's very chronological. It's a true timeline of everything that's happened. And plus they get a lot of detail, right? Sort of what browser were they using? What page were they on? How long was the phone call? When did they start the phone call? And just to be able to sort of like bounce into a recording right there is pretty cool. By way of integrations, I've got it connected to analytics. I've got it connected to Google Ads. I've got it connected to Slack. So phones ring, I get a notification on sort of what's happening. Over time, we'll integrate more and more and more. Aside from the origin story, one of the things that I've always liked about CallRail is how flexible I can be with the platform, and what I do with it, where I push data. The fact that it's $100, I can integrate it with everything. It's super simple. It's just, there's just, like I said, there's just so much value that I think if you don't see that value, probably shouldn't be working in marketing.